Hello friends, you are welcome to another episode of HR Moments with Gloria. Today we shall be looking at the basic duties of a HR professional. It's pertinent to note that HR professionals can move from HR officers to HR directors. Their duties, their responsibilities vary depending on their positions and their organizations. Now, the day-to-day duties of an HR officer would definitely be different from the day-to-day duties of a HR manager. We should also note that the day-to-day responsibilities of a HR supervisor in one organization can be the same thing as the day-to-day responsibilities of an HR manager in another organization. But today, we shall be looking at the common duties, the common responsibilities that every HR professional should be able to handle. And the first of such duties is recruitment. That is the most basic responsibility of an HR professional. During recruitment, there's always a common saying that one should be able to fix round pegs in round holes. What the HR professional does is simply to ensure that he or she recruits the right kind of individuals with the right kind of mindset to handle a particular position. He makes sure that the persons he or she is recruiting are the right kind of people for that job. Carefully, an HR professional should not make the mistake of recruiting people based on sentiments, recruiting people he or she knows just because he wants to assist them. They should be the right kind of people doing the right kind of job for the organization. Now, the second thing an HR professional does is what we call job description. You don't just analyze the jobs, you describe the jobs. What do I mean? The HR professional takes time to look at the jobs to be done to meet the target of the organization and analyzes the day-to-day assignments that are required to get the needed results. He puts them in writing and makes sure that he or she describes the KPIs, I'm talking about the key performance indicators, required to assess the individual. Those KPIs become like a guide to the new recruit, telling him or her that this is your focus. These are the expected results. The HR professional puts this in writing, issues it to the new recruit. He or she accepts it. Where there is need to explain further to the new recruit, the HR professional makes sure that the explanations are given and that they are well understood. Then the third thing the HR professional does is what we call organizational structure and planning. You see, for an organization to run smoothly, people have to know their places. People have to know who is who does what, and this shapes the activities and the focus of the organization. The HR will know that these are the organizational targets, who and who handles it, at what level, because this makes everything very open, very easy. People know their places, people know their jobs, people know who they are reporting to, people who know who they are assisting, who their jobs correlate with. Then another responsibility of an HR professional is to formulate policies and maintain them. I can tell you that without good policies, no organization will run very well. In fact, the organization will be a jungle because people just do what they like, come to work when they like, go out when they like. It will just be a marketplace. But those policies that the HR professional would develop and maintain will become the live wire, the engine of the organization. Talk about something like dress policies, attendance policies, health policies, sick policies, so many things. And part of these policies are what we call the employee handbook. The HR professional has to be very, very careful to make sure that the company policies that he or she develops do not conflict with the existing labor laws. He or she has to be very, very careful, because that is very, very important. Then you don't just develop these policies, you maintain them by making sure that the people you are managing adhere to these policies. And of course, these policies should state the punishment. What should happen if an employee goes against these policies, so that the employee also who plans to go against these policies will know what to expect in terms of, or in form of, disciplinary action against him or her. Then the HR professional has to work on rewards and incentives. This is very, very key. To motivate people, you have to be careful in designing the reward and the incentive policies, because most times people would always ask, what is in it for me? What do I benefit by doing this or doing that? So when the rewards, when the incentives are well spelled out, it inspires the employee. It encourages him or her to do what he or she is supposed to do. And it's also very important, when there are rewards and incentives attached to someone's job, it is very, very important that when the person has met the expected target or has performed the expected duties, then those rewards and incentives have to be granted to the person. Because the moment you renege on those promises, on those incentives, the employee will become discouraged. Next time he or she will not be willing to go all out to make sure that he or she meets his or her targets. Please, after watching this video, ensure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.